The Nuggets just sent a terrifying message to the league. If the Thunder can't beat us when Jokic goes cold, there's no hope for the rest of you. Let's talk Nuggets Thunder Game 3 today on Nuggets Digest. What's up, everybody? My name is Stuart Hicar. I'm a Colorado native, a basketball fan, and also just a generally good guy, a solid dude, the kind of guy you could probably trust to pick you up from the airport in the middle of a busy day, a work day, middle of the week, man. That's the kind of guy I am, okay? And before we get into basketball talk, there is something I want to bring to your attention out there. Did you know that only about 10% of you are actually subscribed to the channel, which means 90% of you are missing out on the best gosh darn NBA basketball analysis this side of the Mississippi. Please, if you like what we do here at Nuggets Digest, hit that subscribe and like button to stay up to date with your favorite Mile High team. All right. With that all taken care of, let's talk Nuggets Thunder Game 1, an electric one, a really exciting win, a home win that we really needed to establish dominance in this series, and a surprising game from Nikola Jokić. You know, every superstar is going to have a cold night, but this one was really brutal. The Thunder weren't able to take advantage of it, and I think that sets us up for a really strong position moving forward. So let's get into it. First things first, I want to bring attention to the overall scoring. It was a really even game. We were down generally a little bit in this game for most of the game. We were trailing by 5 to 10 points for the majority of it. However, look at that overtime score, 2-11. That is mile-high exhaustion if I have ever seen it. For those fans out there of the Denver Nuggets who might not be from Colorado, who are from out of state or out of country, first off, welcome to the Nuggets community. We love you. Thank you for cheering on the best team in the NBA. But the second thing you need to know is that Denver is at elevation. It's a mile high. And having grown up there, I can tell you, you get tired a lot easier if you're not from Colorado and you come to elevation. You're getting less oxygen with every single breath. So by the fourth quarter, and especially by overtime, you often see opposing teams really dealing with a lot of malaise, a lot of lethargy, a lot of tired, a lot of short shots hitting the front of the rim, or just generally they start lacking on defense. And that is why I believe that Ball Arena, the Denver home court, has one of the strongest home court advantages in the NBA. I think it was Anthony Edwards just a week or two ago. They were asking about hard places to play, whether that be the Garden or in Boston. And he mentioned, hey, man, I played in Denver. I know hard arenas. So that is, I think if that doesn't, that speaks volumes for the tough nature it is in the fourth and overtime kind of games that you get here at elevation. Let's look a little bit closer at stats, though, with our stat line. Really, this game is all about the others. Shaq loves talking about the others. He always believes that, like, hey, superstars are going to be superstars, but what you really need to focus on are the other guys in the squad. And tonight, our others stepped up. Jamal Murray, Aaron Gordon, Michael Porter Jr. These guys all scored over 20. And biggest shout out, I think, maybe to Michael Porter Jr., who, like, you got to give this dude credit on this. He's been dealing with a crazy injury for a little while now. His left shoulder is torn. He's got an issue with it. The more he uses it, the more inflamed it comes, the more it hurts him, and the harder it is to shoot. And yet, I think he was told 4 to 6 weeks on the rest time, and he was like, no, I'm not doing that. And he's back in, and he's putting up 5 for 6 from 3, which is just exactly what we need. Michael Porter Jr. has the wettest jump shot in NBA history. The dude just he looks like a video game when he shoots a 3. It's so beautiful, and you always feel the confidence that, like, this dude just has the green light. He's always shooting, and he's never slowing down, and he's never losing that confidence in his shot, which is something we love about MPJ here in Colorado. Big shout out to Jamal Murray as well. Really love the way he handled himself in this game. I think that there is sometimes a little bit of hate on Jamal Murray because he is hot and cold. He's not always going to give you those 50-point games, and those are the ones that everyone in the league hears about. But he was solid this game. This shot's taken from a time when he hit this reverse layup with a little bit of English spin on the ball over Chet Holmgren, who is a big skinny freak who I don't like very much. If you like him, hey, good for you. Sorry, I don't. Chet, go away. I don't like you very much. I'm sorry about that. Huge shout out, Jamal. You played really great, and you really picked up the slack when Jokic wasn't there, which is our main story. But another big shout out to Aaron Gordon first, who hit, I believe with a minute left in the clock, hit a massive three-pointer that really gave our team a lot of confidence heading into overtime. So huge shout out to AG, who has just been my MVP of these playoffs so far, right here, Aaron Gordon, number 32, Mr. Nugget. With that said, let's get into a few quotes from the team itself. First things first, this is going to be from head coach David Adelman on Michael Porter Jr.'s performance, as we were talking about. They're taking away the paint, so we've got to be able to knock down open shots. So when Michael's making shots, it obviously makes the court feel that much bigger. Completely agree, obviously, when the Nuggets' strategy is always to play inside. They're one of the lowest percentage three-point shooting teams in the NBA, and they're still a big win team, which says a lot in this era of Steph Curry three-point basketball, right? But the Thunder's original plan to stop this, and it has been working on Jokic quite a bit, is just to pack the paint. They want four guys underneath the rim anytime Jokic is down there, and that's what's causing a lot of those lazy turnovers that you're seeing on his stat sheet, and that's what's causing him a lot of trouble. He is not used to having quadruple coverage on him, and I think I'd like to see what his adjustments look like in Game 4, as well as the adjustments made by Coach David Adelman. But here's a quote I did want to bring up about Jokic's performance tonight. Basically, I was the worst player on the court today, but we won the game, and that was the most important. And yeah, I mean, when Jokic has a bad game, all superstars have bad games. That's just going to happen. But when the other team can't take advantage of our MVP playing that poorly to win the game, you gotta be worried for the rest of the series. And if I'm the rest of the league, I'm worried about the Nuggets now because I see that these other guys have confidence in their shooting. They're looking good when they step up to the ball, and they are not worried if their best player is maybe not hitting the shots that he needs to be hitting on the night. I really got to give a lot of love to this team, especially to our other guys who stepped up this week. And again, the message moving forward should be, if this guy plays cold and you can't beat us, you don't have any hope of beating us in this series. I'm sorry. It's just not going to happen. Huge shout out to everybody on the team who our bench played pretty solid minutes tonight. I think our starters really cleaned things up. Most guys were around 40 minutes, which, again, that's tiring, and I'm hoping that this series doesn't go to 7 because we've had a history in the last couple of seasons of having these long playoff stretches, these long series that often go to 7 games, which means you don't have a lot of time to rest. You don't have a lot of time to recuperate between series. We had 1 day of rest between Game 7 of Series 1 and Game 1 of this series. So, and we still took Game 1. I'm not saying it's impossible, but I'd love to give these guys a little bit of time just to take a breather and get locked back in if we do manage to take this series. What are the keys for Game 4? Well, I think it's going to be a lot of, obviously, I think we all want to see a Jokic revenge game. I'd love to see him come back and look really, really solid inside, look for the pass first, go to the score second. That's the goal when it comes to Jokic, but I also would love to see the same kind of production we got from MPJ, Aaron Gordon, and Jamal Murray in that game. I really, really liked the way they were playing. They were playing aggressively. They were playing confidently, especially after having a Game 2 where they got absolutely blown out. To have that kind of mental resiliency to say, that was one game. That one's over. This one's ours. Huge respect from all of us here at Nuggets Digest. So, with all that said, what do you think? Do you agree with my good takes, or do you want me beaten to death with hammers at half court? I don't know. Either one is totally okay. The second one's kind of rough, but whatever. Just sound off in the community and the comments down below. Hit subscribe, hit like, let me know what you think. And before we go, I want to say thank you so much again for watching Nuggets Digest. We're a new channel here, but we're very excited to grow with the team and cover these exciting playoffs. My name is Stuart Hicar, and this has been another perfect video. 10 out of 10. Good Lord. Feels great. Until next time, go Nugs.